Most racist experiences. According to Reddit, number 11. I went to a new church and tried to slip in the last pew. I said excuse me to the older couple sitting on the end. In my perfect, I was born here English. After I got situated, the woman turned to me and said, "Ni hao," loud enough to reach me 10 feet away. I just said hi and turned away. Well, I want to be part of a world where the most racist thing that somebody's ever done is try to greet me in what they assume must be my tongue because, of course, I don't speak English. Hey, it's one of those darkies. Hey, ooga booga to you. And then I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day where we can learn to work and play and be a little less racist. You got to listen to your heart, listen to the beat, listen to the rhythm of the street. Open up your eyes, open up your ears, get together and mating's better by working together. Let's get it together and continue this list, because I imagine it's a simple message that comes from the heart and that we can believe in ourselves, and that's a good place to start. Number 10. I went to a college at a diverse school. It wasn't like it was all unusual to encounter Asians. One fresh September day, we have the first TA-led group session for a course. I was one of the earlier students to arrive, so I chit-chat with the TA, and she praises my English in a patronizing way. Which is a bit off-putting given that I've lived in this country for the vast majority of my life and speak English more fluently than any of my other languages. I do not have any accent at all, and once we're all settled, she goes around asking for names and writes them on the board to help her remember. When she gets to me, I say Lisa, she writes it down, Lee-sa. No, quantum racists. You did not. Lisa, yo, you have to read it to believe it. I laugh and tell her it's spelled the usual way. She responds that she's sorry, but she's not sure what the usual way is. I finally get through to her when I say, like the white kind of Lisa. Ugh. Another incident, which is less funny and more creepy racist. Oh man, tell me it involves a neckbeard that wants an Asian girl. Because Asian girls are the dream. Waifu. Yo. Around the same time, I worked at a center that offered adult skills, training, and language lessons. One older coworker there, a mid-50s white man, taught English to new immigrants. He would always corner me when we had shifts together and offer to walk me home. Ugh. He'd offer to get me coffee, etc. I was all of 19 years old at the time, and I looked even younger. One late shift, I was trying to organize everything to close, and he would just not get out of my way. He starts telling me how much he enjoys his Oriental lady students. Bruh. How you're all so clever and eager to learn. I just felt a chill run down my R.L. Stein. Goosebumps. Bloom, 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 bloom. I apologize. All right. I guess you could say this post was giving me goosebumps, and I brought it back just like that. I brought it all the way back. Hello to everybody in the chat. I see you, Linda, Haru, Ariana, Rachel, Lewis, everybody. Thank you for being here. Like the video for me. and we'll go from there. Okay. He tells me that he used to date an Asian woman, and we're so lucky to have such good skin and cute overbites. Okay. I feel like he's gonna get me, like I'm heavy breathing like he's gonna get me. On another day, as I was walking home, he rolls up to me in his car when I was almost home, which was a good 40-minute walk from our workplace. We finished at about the same time, so he probably followed me the whole way. I regret that at the time I was too young and naive to raise a fuss about this. Just happy that I escaped with my lovely lotus soft skin intact. Lotus soft. Oh my god. The red sun. Oh my god, I'm sorry. But no, actually, because she was Chinese, not Japanese. Jesus Christ. Some people just can't tone it down. It's almost sad, you know? How are you guys? What's going on with you? I should have named this video like, comment your submissions and then I'll read your racist stories. And then of course it'll immediately go off the rails and become, you know, something that people just start making up stories for. Number 9. It's not my story, but my coworker told me the other day. My coworker is native. She got that brown skin, that long black hair. She's got brown skin. She was working at the register the other day and said hello to a white woman who came through. And this woman goes, the proper response is hola. Let me read this again. She was working at the register the other day and said hello to a white woman who came through, and the white woman's response was, the proper response is hola. I don't know. Doesn't make any sense on the second read. So not only did she think my coworker was Mexican, apparently she thinks everyone is only allowed to greet people in what she believes to be their first language. This is so crazy because it's a reverse Karen. I mean, no, it's a Karen just the same, but I guess the goal is the reverse. Normally a Karen going crazy on people speaking their own language going, this is America, you better speak American. But instead she's like, no, that's not where you're from. You must speak that. Null says, apart from where people tell me I'm mixed so I don't get to have an opinion on race, I remember an old white customer coming in my gas station in 2014 and he dropped an N-bomb for literally no reason. Hey Null, I'm gonna go ahead and say you probably shouldn't refer to N-bombs as N-bombs. You know, I know what you regard that to be, but I don't know, man. It's a really gay way to refer to, nigger with a hard R. It's very strange. Say the N-word, say the hard R. There's a lot of ways. Don't say N-bomb, man. I think that's exactly why they probably regard you as too white to have an opinion. Not that anybody's opinion should be invalidated regardless of what race they are. You know, people should be judged on the, the shit that they speak in. And most people really are just like they're like a garbage bin. But you ever see like a garbage bin in the kitchen and you can like bat at it and it'll just swing around, like the lid can go completely around like a swing. That's how some people are, and the trash just like keeps coming out. It's just and you're wondering if there's like some sort of connection down into a underworld of infinite trash, because it just keeps coming out. But no, I'm just teasing you. You know me. I've just never heard it referred to as an N-bomb, and I don't think I ever want to hear that again. You know, sounds like something a lot of white kids would be like, I'm gonna do it, guys, on their Twitter accounts. I'm going to drop an N-bomb. The terrible thing about that word is, yeah, people use it because they're trying to, to have an effect, but fuck me, man. I wish that the impact of some things could diminish so that people would stop. And I think for as long as the reaction is as strong as it is, we're not really gonna make any progress. Pretty gay. Luis Santiago says N-bomb sounds like a cataclysmic event. I really do think comic book, like maybe N stands for negative. And everything that ever was, if it's in range of the N-bomb, will fade from existence. It'll just slip into a void. There'll be a silent area out there. There is no gravity as we know it. There is no time. For this is only the space created / consumed by the N-bomb. Are we done? Can we go? Udu says, I don't mind saying or typing it. No, I appreciate you, I guess, not typing it, but, again, it's just me teasing. I don't know why I have an aversion to the phrase N-bomb, but I guess it's just like moist for some people. Seems pretty gay. Number 8. I went to a bar while visiting my hometown. Small town in the Midwest. I got drunk. No, I didn't get drunk. There was a drunk, angry hillbilly looking at me and says, "Filthy wetback." Damn. The brazenness took me off guard, so I wasn't even offended. After the situation sank in, I got my friends and we left. Because who knows what a racist piece of shit and his friends might try to pull off if we hang out too long. So I'm Asian as well, and if he's even smart enough to call me Ching Chong, he's probably more dangerous than a normal racist. But like, do you look more Asian than you do Mexican? More dangerous than the average racist. Assume all racists are dangerous, because if they're what's the word? Let's I hate to say shit like this, but because I'm not, as it sounds weird, but I'm not even trying to diss racists, not that I don't hate them, racism is so silly. Like, yeah, I got a lot of shit that you could put your energy toward. This is not one of them, boy. But the phrase I'm going to use is out of the closet. Okay, I feel like the racists who are out of the closet and are, telegraphing that in public. Telegraphing is probably the wrong word. Just following through on acts of racism as opposed to thoughts. I consider, most everybody to be a considerable amount racist, even in ways that are genuinely harmless. And I do believe that there are harmless types of racism, especially if it's something that you don't act on, and I've said this in the past because I know without racism a lot of people wouldn't have had work in the industry, because some of these parts they just call for a caricature, not even a black person or a Chinese person or a Hispanic person, but what white people viewed black, Hispanic, and Chinese people to be at the time. So they would need to get in and just really ramp it up, just take it to 11. The ethnicity on display here. You wouldn't even speak like that with your own family, but for, and boy, I hated Cool Runnings for a long time before I realized this movie isn't bad. It's not the actors who are bad. It's not they made this movie well, because the audience that they made it for is just dumb enough to expect it a certain way. And the way that they made it is the way that people would like to consume it. So I know it seems like I'm rambling, but the bottom line is some people are very comfortable in their hilarious and unrealistic views. And whereas it would be funny to us for different reasons, it's like comforting to some of these madmen. So I don't think there is much interaction to be had with them. I genuinely believe, hey, document their shit, put them on blast, maybe they'll learn something when all of that shit's coming back at them. If not, shit, we all ain't living more than what, fucking 80 years? That's not even an average. That can't be an average. What's the average mortality rate years human? Nigga, you just said that like a robot. Average mortality rate years human. Enhance. Oh my god. I hate it when you guys catch me doing shit like this on stream. But the criteria is set. For right now, it would appear as though the mortality rate's around 72.2. I was right with a guess. 2015 to 2020, and we're looking at about 80. So that was a pretty good guess. An educated guess, even if it had a small margin of error. What does that have to do with the list, Kyle? I guess nothing. But I'm just saying, my unfortunate run-ins that I've had in the past, it's just, yeah. And this is the thing is, sometimes you need to know when to move. And I've said this so many times before. I don't want to ramble, but what I want to do is say that the women who have done some of the most for women aren't the women who are loud and in your face and crazy and, you know, ripping their clothes off for the sake of controversy and grabbing mics from niggas. They were the women who perhaps, not even figuratively, took some motherfucking hits in silence because they were biding their time and waiting for that perfect fucking opportunity, that moment. And the wisdom that comes with restraint is not something you can even properly teach. Do you know what I mean? Some of these people who are really doing things and making progress and establishing change, they're people who know to perhaps associate themselves with these demons, to be underestimated by these demons, to maybe even be in a position where they don't view them as a threat, motherfucker, and only and let me tell you something. You know who did a really good job in a way that I was a little bit blown away by because of how flamboyant some of them are? Not just the gay community, but I want to say people with gender identity as like the focal point of their life. Like, without who they are as far as their gender is concerned. There's people who are a certain gender, but they don't need to put it down your throat. The same way that, most people don't really want to tell you how they feel about abortion. You know, I'm not trying to dive down your throat with those opinions, right? But some of these people, as far as their gender identity is concerned, have nothing else to their personality as hilariously as you might see a person on Snapchat or on Instagram. You ever see somebody and their whole story is just the Supreme shit that they buy, you know, and it's not even like an advertising thing. It's just like, look at this shit that I buy from Supreme. Their whole shit is like, oh, look how much weed I smoke, and you know, I got this vape the other day, and let me just show you me blowing the smoke out. 50 videos of this shit. And they're not even doing it for like ads or anything like that. You ever see somebody where it's like, shoes, nigga, shoes, mad shoes. And you know, if they had more money, it'd probably be like collecting, I don't know, cars or some shit. One type of car, because they crazy like that. Bruh. Everybody has their hobbies, and they're entitled to them. And, you know, sometimes they're an outlet. They exist to take the edge off. They're for us to be happy and have fun. I'm not trying to judge people for the shit that they get into. My point is, some of these people, without this one thing that they have based their entire existence off of, their entire life, they would be nothing. And some of those people, as it pertains to gender identity, somehow possess the restraint to keep their mouths shut while they infiltrated many of the portions of the industry that they're in right now. And it was as if one day all of them whipped off their fucking coat, right, to reveal a sequined gown that they were wearing beneath it, to say, guess what, bitch, we are the majority here, so we running this shit. We're changing this shit. Those are the people who are getting shit done. And all I'm saying, right, is before and hey, I genuinely believe the people who are vocal, who are making their voices heard, are getting a hell of a lot done in their own right. But trust me, some people need to just hang back, be quiet, mingle, my dude. The sickest part of this world, dude, is that you're going to get far based on who you know, how powerful they are, the people that they know. Some people are going to be born, and because they're related to somebody, because they know somebody, they will get that leg up that you might have to work 40 fucking years to reach. This ain't just about money, my dude. And I know it seems like from the wrong perspective, I'm just going on about nothing, but hey, don't think that because you're not the guy that's protesting or specifically joining whatever, or people or jumping through whatever hoop people decide that you need to jump through, because that's what will dictate whether you're an ally or not. One of the things I used to love when I was younger was, I used to go to church a lot, Definitely not where I'm landing these days, but I was singing, I was attending, and I took some of the biggest offense in my life ever when real life started to hit, and I obviously could not attend as frequently, to somebody insinuating, I'm not as whatever as other people because I'm not there as often, or worse, my spiritual walk with Christ is not as I guess dope or in tune as other people's might be, specifically because I wasn't in attendance in this fucking building where y'all don't pay taxes. So the comedy to me is, if you let some of these needle dick cum gargling fuckboys open their mouth and have an effect on you with the shit that they say, then you lose. Then you lose. Make damn sure that this shit bounces off of you because you're rubber. Simple. Simple, simple, simple. And hopefully we can silently make some things happen. Cause it's starting to get real. It's really starting to get real. I hope you guys are ready for August, boy. That's all I have to say. Number 7. I'm Filipino, and my coworker once asked me if Asian girls could just hear really well. It took me a minute to understand what she was referring to. She thought that because Asians have small, slanted eyes, that it meant that our sight was impaired, and since our sense was impaired, we would get a boost to the other senses. Pretty ridiculous, dude. I didn't put that together, reading it from the beginning. I didn't know what the hell they meant. Pretty wild. Okay, sorry. Null says, I've been called a wetback before. That's classic. You're not even that. It has always sounded funny to me, though, so I've laughed it off. It's kind of cruel, though. I mean, they all come from a place of cruelty, and the people who say it mean for it to hurt. But, you gotta rob them of that. But it's still wrong for them to, you call them names, though. They go crazy. Adam says, bruh, in middle school, I was the victim to racism, and the wild part is I was called cracker. And a racist in a weird part was when I asked why they thought I was racist, they said, it's because I'm white. Well. Wells. You could say that those people didn't give a damn, Adam. It shows you the crippling power of indoctrination. Some kids, when they can stand, they get a gun. It's fucked up. That's how some parts of the world work. If they've been told from a certain age, hey, these people are trying to kill you, they evil. Well, that's where they go. So some of these kids are born into a household full of old bastards that feel a very certain and specific way about their race and how they need to stand more of a chance, they need to be better. So they just tell their kids the other way. And it's every racist household, regardless of Bing Bong here. It's fucked up though. Some people need to just shut the fuck up as opposed to trying to pass that to their kids. Adam goes on to say they were black, and when I said to administration that I was being called racist names, they didn't believe that a white kid could be victim to racism. Bitch, well, at least, you know, listen, I remember when I was in elementary, I was getting into mad fights, boy. I was exactly who they wanted me to be. But people needed to calm the fuck down. They were touching me and shit and getting close. I was like, listen, you could say that Kyle as a child was trying to establish a bit of social distancing. Okay? But no, I couldn't get any of that, dude. And I remember times that I would tell them about this dude. And y'all gonna think I'm joking when I tell a story like this, but there was this fucking boy named Felon. His name was Felon. And this dude would try to pick on me. And I'm not joking. I'm not even going to tell you how I made this boy bleed, because I don't want it to seem like I'm proud of it, especially not at that age. But the bottom line was, I gave administration 2 times, and I told a specific teacher 1 time, right, that I was going to make some shit happen if they don't at least recognize what's going on and do something about it. I remember I was young at the time, so I thought maybe there was a possibility I could have classes switched or some shit like that. And I requested that on the second time that I went to administration about it. But you know what they fucking told me, essentially both times, was to suck that shit up, you know? Mom had her own shit going on. Single mom, taking care of my bitch ass. I wasn't going to bring that shit home. Do you know what I mean? My mom was the type of Jamaican mom where, and I love this about her, if they call her at work to interrupt her about some bullshit, she would be mad at them. Like, you know, this is work, nigga. Don't be calling me here. You know what I'm talking about? Anyway, this dude's name was Felon, and boy, I put the fear of God in this bitch. There are some bullies where when you fuck that shit up, when you acquaint them with reality and the fact that this ain't a one-way thing because you big and you bad, nigga. It's a one-way thing because we decide we're not gonna sink to your fucking level. But trust me when I say, I made sure nobody saw what the fuck went down. I made sure that this bitch wasn't gonna try some shit like this again. I don't have to sleep at school, nigga. You don't know where I lived. You know what I'm talking about? And the thing that pissed me off about it was that you could see from this bitch's understanding following what went down that it was almost never a thought in this guy's head that he could come to harm. And that, in my opinion, is what true sociopathy is about. When you're dispensing misery and being an asshole and just being a fucking general stain on humanity, I'm talking the empty space where you're standing would be preferable to you just being a drain on the fucking life force of the planet that we gotta roll around this pussy ass area of space in. You suck. And you had never thought that this shit had the potential to ever come back at you. It's a shame. And it breaks my heart every time I think about it, because I wonder if anybody else would have stood up to this bitch in that regard. And I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't out here trying to save the world or anything. I was doing this because this was happening to me. And it's not like I seen him bullying other people, but I knew from the general vibe coming from everybody pertaining to this dude, they weren't in the mood for it. So what does that have to do with racism, Kyle? I think the point is that people don't give a shit. You know? People don't give a shit. And I always tell you to keep your phones charged, because I think it's important to have people on video, have people on camera. Some people can get so big to where it's not going to matter. Jimmy Kimmel could punch a fucking baby, you know? Trump could just whip out his dick and just pee on some people. It'd be fine. Because what are we going to do about it, right? My point is this. That video will come in handy eventually. Maybe not now. Give it a couple years. People say cancel culture is super bad. I guess they right. But I feel like it's more complex than that. I feel like elements of cancel culture are terrible because some of the people involved are trying to make things happen with no evidence. But if there's genuinely something worthy of canceling a motherfucker about, I don't see what's wrong with people spamming this portion of their monkey balls into the light, baby. You got a video of you offending? You know, you have real evidence of this shit happening, of like, you know, the motherfucker red-handed. Show me, cause boy, oh boy, some people deserve a lot better than what they're tolerating right now, and I apologize for that. Dia says Linda says, is Dia feeling any better? She's fine. She cooking. Excuse me. That wasn't me. It was Jude. Jude says, hi, I came from why Fortnite doesn't use not skinny girl skins. Man, congratulations on your Englishing there. I wonder what your original language may be. Belle says, I can't say that I've experienced real racism because I'm white passing. Not sure what white passing means, sweetie. Does it mean that you bang a lot of dark dudes? So you're hoping to transition? It's trans race? We back at it? However, having classmates make fun of my father for his Shaki English, and neighbors asking my dad how much he charged when he was mowing the lawn. Fuck. Okay. I think the kids were asking how much he charged when he mowed the lawn. Shaky. Okay. Fuck. Nigga, you know what? I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I thought Shaki was maybe a tribe. Maybe a Native American tribe. I don't know. Is someone laughing at me out there? Adam Wells said, hey Kyle, you did what you had to do, no judgment from any of us. I'm not trying to belittle what you were going through either, man. You know, racism is racism regardless of which side it's coming from. The fact that you went and they were like, well, you know, that's bullshit. Why they said it's bullshit is wrong, but the overarching them not giving a shit is very much school. You know, school don't seem to give a fuck. And if they do, it's not about the kids. It seems to be like a, you know, and this is the oh boy, I was really losing my shit in Discord earlier today talking about Philip Mewson because the guy's a plagiarist. And then there's this other cunt named Skillup on fucking Twitter who blocked me after I called his ass out saying, listen, this bitch out here fucking copyright striking people. It's really not even about the fact that he plagiarized this dude's work, trying to get away from it, would never have admitted to it if he was never caught, and then got fired for stealing as a journalist, right? It was the fact that his pompous ass jumped up on the internet to be all like, bro, I challenge you all. I'm not a thief. Find other examples. And people found mad examples. Even Jason Schreier came out and was like, bitch, this is the shit that you did. So like what? I think 6 months later, the dude comes out with this non-apology video and everybody just comes back to laugh at his dumb ass. Even more time comes by and now this Skillup bitch is promoting this nigga. Like how many friends do y'all have that you just sit in a circle and suck each other's cock in the fucking industry where you see this dude steal, not even from like other people that you would imagine have an established position. Not that a games journalist is like this really official position, but like he stole from a YouTuber. You know what I mean? And the best possible outcome occurred. The YouTuber ended up getting way more popularity than this jackass because he was the guy that an IGN journalist stole from. But even in the apology video that Mewson made, he thought that this was somehow about him. What a cunt. So then this other guy blocks me and I'm like, okay, yeah, my bad. My bad for calling you out for basically, you know, jacking each other off. Like we supposed to forget what they did. You should have seen his pompous ass tweet too.
Now that's what I'm talking.
His tweet says some shit like, oh, we're just supposed to be able to move on. And in the spirit of forgiveness, I think cancel culture is toxic. Bitch, can you imagine somebody getting caught red-handed doing something? you know, and then having somebody come out and go, well, you know, in the spirit of forgiveness, I think that cancel culture is toxic. Like, suck my ball skill up. What a fucking bitch. On top of that now, you know, I kind of was likening it to how people were protecting Weinstein. And all I gotta say is people were protecting Weinstein up until they decided that they're not gonna do that anymore. You know what I'm talking about? So the day is coming for everybody. Even you, Linda. They're gonna cancel Linda one day. Belle says, I look like I'm white, but I'm Latina. My dad is Mexican. That sounds pretty hot. Sounds like a really, I don't know, like an interesting candy, chocolate, you know? Like if it could look one way on the outside, but on the inside, it's another kind. But, all I'm thinking of is a Toblerone. And I hate Toblerones. Do you guys know Toblerones? It's like a, triangular. What shape is a Toblerone? Because I want to call it a triangle shaped cylinder. But that can't be fine. That can't be correct. This is what a Toblerone is shaped like. Imagine there weren't those divots inside the Toblerone. What would you call the shape? I want to call it a triangle shaped cylinder. Why does this one say Katie? Did they have like people's names on Toblerones at some point? Random says a row of pyramids. I can agree with that, but yeah. An elongated pyramid. I guess that one's better than mine. Triangular tube. Not that. I don't like the tube part. I like, maybe if it was hollow on the inside, tube would work for me. I think I associate the word tube with tunnel. I'm sorry, this shouldn't be taking up my time or yours. Null says you can purchase your own customized Toblerone, Kyle. Huh. So I can put Kyle on the side of a Toblerone. Y'all know what I was looking at earlier? Let me show you. I can show you. But I gotta be careful with my links. They could be anything up there. Them links could be anything up there. What is this? Somebody's drawing Garfield? I can watch anything. Alright, so here they go in what
Sometimes
looks like...
I'll listen to it.
This is how you know you're dealing with a real artist, because they're using this shit program that looks like a variation on like this pencil or My Paint program. And for some reason, I guess it helps them work really well or fast, or they're used to it. But I don't know why people aren't using Photoshop. That's got to be better. And I saw Garfield and there's no Garfield. Anyway, what I was looking at earlier were like these weird little holograms. Titties. Hey, am I high? Kyle's preparation. What the fuck? What the fuck? Preparation for what? Cool. That's a cool question people may ask. I wasn't watching all of this. It was just on, you know. I promise I wasn't. Oh boy. Oh geez. I was looking for a SpongeBob song and I didn't find it. You want to know something funny? I was looking for a SpongeBob song, and by the time that I went through like a billion of them, I forgot how the song went. I forgot how the song went, my dude. For real. I saw this video by this Asian guy who was making rice in his videos, and he had like Asian guy jokes. And then I wondered, are we not gonna be allowed to make racist jokes with other ethnicities? We can only do it with our own. That's fucked up. I think the whole joke of the video was that the rice cooker had kind of like the AI of a Chinese parent.
Thrown at you again with our all-new rice cooker AI technology that has memorized your meal schedule and will gently nudge you with voice commands when you forget.
Hey, you stupid idiot! Time to cook the rice.
God damn, that's a thick voice. That is a thick. Hey, time to cook the rice. What you doing? Oh god damn, that's thick right there. There was this whole channel on YouTube that made prank calls with this dude putting on like an outrageously thick. I think, was it like Thai? It was like a Thailand accent. That shit was crazy. If you know what I'm talking about, Belle, I know how you get down, but let's try to make it through this list, okay? Wow. Filipino. Number 6. My friend invited me over to his house, and his parents allowed me to stay the night. I was a teen at the time, and during dinner, his dad said that if I wanted to sleep over, he was cool. Well, the next morning before I left, Grandma asked me to pull out my pockets. Before I left to make sure that I didn't steal anything, to date I've never felt dehumanized. I think maybe that was less of a racist thing and more of just like a old people hate kids thing. I hate kids, and I'm only moderately old.
By human standards.
If Dia's listening in the kitchen, I hope she hated all of that. I mean, more so than she hates everything normally. Maybe she laughed at that. Let me listen. Maybe if she is listening, she could give me a patronizing laugh from the kitchen so that I'd be able to hear it well and know that I'm hilarious. Why the hell am I not hearing laughter? No way she's not listening. No way. But she hasn't been in the chat either. Guys, give me a moment. I'm gonna go check out what's going on out there. But I gotta beat her so she won't know I'm coming. Fuck. Dia? Are you okay? Okay, sorry. Oh, God.
I killed it.
No, I know.
I disinfected and washed those stuff again.
I apologize. Okay. Oh my God. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. Oh my God. Oh, I ran all the way back here. Okay. She wasn't listening because she was in the bathroom. I've decided that since I was gone, I will gift you all some information that I know will arouse many of you. The information will come by way of a guessing game. When I looked for Dia just now, I thought she was in the kitchen because she was making food for me earlier. She was not in the kitchen. She was in the bathroom. Stomach was bothering her. Kyle had to use the bathroom too. But there was only one bathroom in the house. What did Kyle do? Number 5. I was hanging outside of a bar with my current boyfriend and a bunch of other people when a homeless woman sauntered up to me and said to my boyfriend, "Do you like sleeping with that gook? With her sideways vagina?" What? Everyone went quiet and she just walked away. The weird bit was that I was the only person there that didn't know the word was a slur. So I just stood there, really lost. Oh, snap.
Sorry for my lack of presence, but I love you to the end of earth and would take full advantage of you and your jibs and could.
Wait, he would take full advantage of my what? Sean, if that's Sean Watson, thank you. I miss you, man. It's been a while. And, no, I wasn't going in the bathroom with Dia, so that's wrong. Okay. Oh, no. Oh. I tell this one terrifying dream that I had, and it was fucking awful. Yo, no. No. I'm sorry. You know, can I tell you guys a secret? I don't think there's a funnier thing for me than hearing the things that I've said told back to me. Because I do not remember the majority of it. And that's just what happens. That's crazy. So I apologize. Yeah, I remember telling a story. For those who don't know it, it was a dream where, for some reason, I went into the bathroom. I do not have any kind of water sports fetishes or anything like that. And in the dream, Dia was using the bathroom and we only had one, so I needed to go very bad, and I ran into the bathroom to use the tub. And for some reason, Dia was like, "No, turn to me." I guess when you put titties that size in your subconscious, everything's really off the rails. So I apologize. That thought really crippled me for a couple of seconds, and I apologize for that. Belle asked what she was cooking. Meatballs, you know, like the balls that I got. Big, meaty, brown. Sometimes sweet, sometimes spicy. Okay, Sean, I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. It's wonderful to see you. Appreciate your support in keeping this channel afloat on my monkey balls. Number 5. I cannot believe that someone referred to that Chinese person by the phrase that I honestly don't understand. Let's look it up, you know? A foreigner, especially a person of Filipino, Korean, or Vietnamese descent. But what does it mean? You know? Who was the first person to use that? And how did they make it work? Man, whatever. Love you, see you, thank you, Sean. I do believe your presence in the stream does indeed make it romantic to a certain extent. Gabby says I had meatballs too, but not meatballs of Kyle's variety. Thick, meaty, you know, a lot of give, but a little bit of take as well. Fluffy, airy, you know? Not too spongy, that would be strange, it is meat after all. But just a texture that you love in your mouth, and it's something you're going to remember moving forward to just make your day, you know? Meatballs. Number 4. I was asked to sing at a graduation event in college. The director of the facility, nope, says faculty, sent me at least 10 voice messages telling me that he wanted me to sing. It was just different forms of something black. Like the first 2 audios, he suggested like 10 black artists, and then I should sing something from a black city that I am not from. Then he said something about how it should honor my roots. Then he said he wanted me to sing something soulful, and then he went back to mentioning other black cities that he assumed my family was from. By the end of it, I was just confused. Well, that's pretty gangster. For the sake of clarity, I think the question that's being asked tonight is what I should read to you right now. And the question itself is, get out of my face with all these things. Minorities of Reddit, what experience was so unbelievably racist that you couldn't even be mad, you were just confused? So as we get to the meat of this list with the final 3, because these weren't that great, I have a few, but the one that I am most confused about happened when I was at the mall. I'm a dark-skinned black woman, and I live in Canada. Yeah, it gets racist in Canada, which is crazy. Even though it's predominantly white, black people do exist, and it's very multicultural and multiracial, so this incident can't even be thrown to a never seen a black person situation. So, I was at the mall with my sister, going down the escalator, and there was this white woman behind me holding a coffee in her hand. So, as we're going down, I feel a slight touch on my back, and I turn around and she just looks at me in shock. I realized she was trying to touch my skin. This is not as uncommon as many people touch me or my hair without my consent, which is another story entirely. I let it go because I didn't want to assume anything, and it could have just been an innocent touch. So I turn around, and all of a sudden I feel hot coffee on my back. This woman poured her coffee on my back intentionally. At first I thought it was accidental, so before she says anything, I started to reassure her it's okay, because who would purposefully pour coffee on another person? But she keeps looking at the place where she poured the coffee, just repeating, "Wow, I've never seen skin that dark, wow. Look at how it slides down so soft." And then it clicks that she poured it intentionally to see how my skin would react to the coffee. This incident still shocks me today, and I just remember thinking, did that just happen? This may be boy, it's peculiar. I can't say that I've seen racism like that where someone thought they could burn the dark off. Don't you think they've tried that? I'm kidding. I'm black too, but I'm proud of my blackness. That's the difference. I'm black and I'm proud. I'm black and I'm proud. Big dick swinging. Slap you in the face. A meaty slap. A big meaty double slap. A big meaty double slap. Swing. Okay. Null says, oh, some nice old white guy once told me randomly that my family bloodline is from a very specific tribe of Mayans with a name that I don't remember. My confusion made him go, "You don't know? Bless your heart." Sean says, my little brother, age 6, answered the door to our black landlord and yelled to my father, "Dad, there's a chocolate man at the door." You should have put on Pure Imagination. You should have put on Pure Imagination. You should have called back to your son. You should have been like, "What's that, my boy? A chocolate man at the door. Don't mind if I do. Here I come down the stairs. Oh, shit." Oh, damn. I wasn't listening to the song. It's like all over the place. Psh. Of course you took me to the main video from the damn movie. I need to rewatch Willy Wonka and be disappointed. I only really like the middle and the end of that movie. I know that's a bit up my ass, but I did watch Spirited Away last night. I loved every second of it. It's a great movie. But forgot it's 2 hours, which is a bit much in our, what would I call it? That thing sounds even closer than before. I'm gonna have y'all listen to something. You tell me how close it is. Of course he shuts up now. Love that. That's Thea rolling all over the bed. She likes to do that. She links her arms and her knees and just rolls. It's funny in my head, yeah. Okay, so what we're gonna do is complete this since the thing outside stopped making noise as soon as I fucking... I thought I heard it again. Ladies, we're at the final 2 entries of this list. What do you want me to do? I knew a guy in preschool. He was at the time my best friend. After I changed schools at the end of the year, we lost touch because how are 4-year-old kids going to keep in touch? So a few years later, when I was 11 years old, I went to a day camp and lo and behold, he's there. I recognize him, but he doesn't recognize me. I walk over to talk to him and... I wonder if it'll create a part 2, as it most certainly should. The list ends by the entry ends by saying it didn't make me mad or disappointed, just confused that someone who was my best friend could one day turn around and become so overtly racist. I wonder if people will need to refresh because it's a different page now. That hurts my heart, you know? Is it the same continuing stream? Please let it be. They gotta give me a bigger window. Because if it keeps splitting everything, then it hurts my heart. Oh, as we continue up to number 1. Okay, I'm a 17-year-old and a half black male. I'm at the counter of a McDonald's taking orders, and this old guy comes up to the counter. This is a week after Kobe Bryant's death. So I do the usual, "Hi sir, how's your day going?" And that happened next, or what happened next, was the most surreal customer experience that I've ever had. This dude goes behind the counter, puts his hand on my shoulder, and asks, "Are you a Kobe fan?" Not really thinking, because this creepy old dude is right behind the counter, I respond with a confused, "Yes?" And he goes on to say, "Oh, I could tell by the color of your skin." I was really uncomfortable and I nudged over for my coworker to save me. And she luckily comes to my rescue by saying that I needed to go sweep and that she'd finished the order. That is still my weirdest customer experience today. What? What the hell? I love it. It's got everything. Old man, behind the counter. Do you care about this person who died because he matches your skin color? That's good stuff. Just insane. Gabby wants number 2 read again. Did number 2 not work for you guys? This was about a kid who knew another kid in preschool when they were 4 years old. By the time that, they were growing, they separated and couldn't keep touch because they were kids. So when he's 11 and he goes to a day camp, he sees the kid again. And as he's going to say hello to the kid because the kid doesn't recognize him, the kid immediately says, "He isn't friend with naggers." Wow. So, another bunch of parents doing their job correctly, and that's what matters. Jesus. Why are there so many people indoctrinating their kids? I don't get it. Here's the thing about indoctrinating your kids against black people is that they're already going to grow up trying to imitate them. You know what I mean? There's a really small portion of kids not trying to act black right now. Dead serious. Go on TikTok. Go on TikTok and look up every girl you see shaking her ass and titties like she is the most ghetto queen. You know what I mean? She trying to be the baddest bitch. Like Trina coming back from the grave. Nasty. Just booty popping out. And these girls are way underage on TikTok, dude. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. But whatever music videos they see in, and you know what I'm learning? I'm learning that it's not just like, you know, what used to be regarded as black people music videos. I'm pretty sure Miley Cyrus started some shit that, you know, Madonna and fucking all of these other crotchety, disgusting old women, even they would be overwhelmed looking at. They just created this new norm where these girls know what the hell they got, and they gonna start shaking it because, well, what else are they gonna do to get attention? And it's funny that somehow the racism is still intact when they're trying so hard to emulate the culture of these people. Sometimes to a point that's like comical, because it doesn't make any sense. Ooh. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Pray for everybody. That's all we can do is pray. Is pray now, child. You know how many people like that are the wrong age I see using finna and bout to and all of this crap? The fuck is wrong with y'all, man? You know you white as fuck, right? What are you doing? Why are you ooh, yo.
They wanna be like
That's cool to you though, but you also think, you know, it's weird. That's a weird balance. Cause just like anything with a parent, if you go too hard, as soon as those kids get the opportunity, they're gonna go against you.
Oh, you hate black people, Dad? Well, say hello to my new boyfriend. I can't even fit it all in my mouth. His name's Kyle, and I just gargle. Ugh. Do you want his address so you can murder him?
Whoa, what? Oh my God, whoa. It's just so dumb. People crazy. One day I hope to God that we look back at racism and just laugh. It's just, what are people going to find to do with their time? I think we got to hook some people up. I think whatever futuristic movie you've ever seen where, you know, humans are hooked up to some sort of machine, I think that some people, if you could tell them that you could put them into their own virtual reality experience where they'd never have to be unplugged, that all of their waste and nutrients would be taken care of and shit like that, that they'd probably willingly jump into it. Do you agree? Say I tell some guy that he no longer has to worry about food, he no longer has to worry about housing himself, that I am going to put him in a tank and put him into a virtual reality simulation that goes exactly the way that he wants it to go.
Okay.
Do you think that for me taking care of his food and housing, that he would just do it? Would that would be enough?
Well, yeah. I feel like, especially right now, besides this whole situation with the virus and such, but I feel like a lot of people nowadays, that is what they would prefer, to live in some virtual world where not necessarily would things be perfect, because people still like conflict, but for them to have control over their world, versus now where everything seems like it's just, out of control and no one knows for certain what's going to happen tomorrow. So I feel like a lot of people would take the chance to do that if they had the opportunity to do so.
Bruh, all I know is people gonna have to tone that shit down for now. So bored. There's this weird little event in the single player for Fortnite. I'm thinking of dragging you into that if you're bored enough.
There's a what in single player?
I just peed this motherfucker. I want to see what this is, but it's not safe for work and it's titled, I just peed this motherfucker.
It's probably a kidney stone.
Ew!
Yep.
What do you mean probably? How did you know? Oh my god!
So
Ew, it came through his pee hole. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
No, that's huge.
I know.
That's huge. What's Sean Watson saying? No, how that's icky, Gabby. How did Dia's family react to you? Dia's new school enough to that her parents are not so old that their racism would be jumping through their throat.
Yeah.
So the bottom line is, the same way that most people around you are racist in a capacity that they can exercise restraint and not just immediately go, well, look at him. Look how close he is to me. He's not even speaking my language. You know what I mean? We can just, maybe there are things to be said behind closed doors, but not in front of people, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying?
I think the answer that she was kind of looking for.
Fuck the answer she's looking for. These people rolling up in here trying to learn things about Dia and Kyle. Never. All you need to know is that the dungeon in which we live is reeking. It's minging. You come down here without a gas mask. I'm talking full face fucking hazmat suit.
Don't go TW now.
You'll never make it. You'll never make it. Sean Watson says, I can't remember. Kyle can recall moderately popular horror YouTuber that made appearances in this chat. We might have that answer. What's he talking about?
Horror YouTuber?
Let's look up. Sean says, I remember another popular horror YouTuber made a cameo in this chat with some racist ass shit. Yeah, I mean King Spook. This nigga's racist as fuck. But that was forever ago.
King Spook was like in your chat at one point?
Yes, and then he also embarrassed himself on Twitter before I blocked his ass. Because he was clearly just talking out his ass about shit that, he don't know anything about. Who he was the type of person that goes all races matter, And it's like nobody's arguing otherwise, but black people got it rough. And if that's not something that you're recognizing because you don't believe, you know what I mean? It's really funny. People who just simply don't believe in something because it hasn't happened to them. It just speaks, I guess, to how small that dick is. But that's the end of it. Why are people yelling, Linda? Gabby says, Dia's family has offered a substantial reward for information leading to her safe return.
Like you have me kidnapped here.
Uh-huh.
I wonder how many people who are, I don't know, stupid and twisted enough think that I'm genuinely kidnapped by you and just here against my will, because that fits their stupid narrative. Again,
Dia, the only thing that they should think I'm guilty of when it comes to you is of fattening you up with the prettiest and most beautiful cupcakes and donuts that you've ever seen, Dia. How can you not eat them? Then they live in you and they'll be a part of you. They're boosting your cuteness because I just started thinking about Pikachu donuts. Yeah, how silly is that?
Yeah. No, that's not silly. I want one now. If only they actually.
But no, think about it like I'm thinking about it. It's like a donut, but it has 2 ears and maybe the tail coming off it. That's so silly.
Man, I feel like crap.
What happened to you?
I don't know. My stomach is not okay.
No.
That's all I can tell you without going into more detail, but my belly is not okay. I get cramps and my stomach starts to bubble, and then I know that I have to run to the bathroom because it's upset.
I wouldn't be saving this image to use it later if whoever Hagara was the person that uploaded it, but they didn't upload it, Oh my god! Transitioning is a word next to these titties. Proceed with caution, Kyle. My parents and family haven't talked to me in 6 years since I started transitioning. Today I completed a year of cognitive behavior therapy and felt cute for the first time in my life. No judgment, huh? We just gotta... Well, the thread's already locked! The thread's already locked. Nah, man. They're probably shape weird under there. You know what I'm talking about? Do you think that they got implants for sure?
The thing is, though, every girl's
Not true. You are so rude with that. Some of the prettiest boobies out there.
I'm not saying they're not pretty.
Nah, they're weird. These are gonna be weird. You can see that they're probably like coney. You know what I mean?
Okay, well there are real girls who have boobs like that too, though.
And I'm not saying that they're, well, real girls. You said it. High five, Dia. You gonna high five me?
Yeah.
You're rude for saying that.
I didn't say it.
I'm just saying boobs in general are weirdly shaped.
Nah,
period.
boobs are beautiful, and they're like little button and the
Yes.
dark nipples or invisible nipples. You know.
No one is going to tell you that boobs aren't pretty. They're beautiful, but they're all fucking weirdly shaped. Alright?
I just want you to know you're my favorite boobs.
I'm pretty sure that
Bling,
the
bling,
Rossetti,
bling, bling,
or what
bling,
are those
bling.
types of boobs called?
The retros ones that I always like looking at.
Yes,
What
I'm
do-
pretty sure that there must be guys out there that find those boobs super not.
They're so pretty though, and they
Yes,
like
to you
point
they
up.
are. To you they are.
Okay, but some guys don't want feet. What they got to do with me? They wouldn't know beauty if they wouldn't know beauty if balls slapped them right in the fucking mouth hole.
What?
From tantrum to arrest.
It is my right as a living woman to do whatever I want.
As I said, it's just a
Whoa, that bitch said it's my right as a woman to do whatever I want. You can't make this shit up. Why'd she do that to herself, man? On the Kyle stream.
My right as a living woman to do whatever I want.
As I said, it's just a condition of entry to all.
I don't care. It doesn't apply to me.
It applies to every single
It does not. It does not.
I
because
love
that's
how
a breach
like
of the Charter of Human Rights.
It's your personal belief, okay? That's not the belief that we work under, okay? Well, the law that I work under is very different to the law that you believe in. I'm not going to enter into.
arrest a bitch. I'm tired of these people. You know what it reminds me of? It's the what are the sovereign citizens? You know what I mean? Where they try to explain the law like they're a lawyer. Oh no. If you arrest me, I will have you charged with false arrest. That's okay. And what's more, armed arrest because you have a weapon and I don't. Somebody says, you can only hope that these people realize their Facebook-fueled fantasy world isn't reality after the cuffs are on. I'm sure it sits in when they're in the back of the car, rolling to wherever they're rolling. It's like, what freaks me out about people not acting right when the police show up, it's like, how is that not the most sobering thing in the world? Because where the police are going to take you, there are no cameras. There are no recordings unless they want there to be cameras and recordings, bitch. They going to have you once they get you to that fuck house that they call a precinct, bro. That shit might as well be like a Bermuda Triangle of shit. You know, plays. Sean can tell you all about when he was in the big house.
Sean, that could be taken like a slap in the face.
What do you mean?
But yes, we are indeed still going on strong. 2 years. 2 whole years. Still don't know when we're supposed to have some sort of like anniversary. We get cake whenever we want though, so any day can be our anniversary.
Dia, what the fuck are you talking about?
Sean said, I'm so glad you two are still going strong.
Where the hell else am I gonna put her? The other room? She'd get hot in there. Okay? Please. You know.
What?
Dia doesn't like wearing clothes enough to go anywhere, apparently.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? What were you talking about? Oh my god.
What?
Look. Sean anniversary. I don't know, you said that. Boy, I'm too gone for any of this. Breach of the peace. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Right now.
Whoa.
Get the fuck out!
I clicked away like it was gonna save me from her coming at me. I really did. I panic clicked like I was playing some sort of online shooting game. What I love is that the police just watched this. They weren't gonna step in front of that rhino. Ew, how could you even look? Oh my god.
Get the fuck out!
Get out of where?
Get the fuck out of here!
What are you gonna do?
Hey, my peace is being disturbed, officer. I'd like to file a report.
Who is the one being disturbed?
Disturbed! Damn. They caught you fucking reeing in public, man. That video is gonna be your legacy now. Why y'all? Oh. Nobody died. Nobody died and y'all letting people get to you. Man receives street justice. Oh god. After he wrecked, that's not how that's used, a street vendor's cart for not paying him protection money? What? Damn, that's a big dude. Look at that girthy Kyle Tam salad.
Uka nuka Jim. I will lay upon you.
Then I will absorb. I'll absorb him like what's that one Guillermo del Toro monster in that one movie about the dark strange stories to tell in the dark.
The girl. You should look up her image.
How about if I write, or I can speak it? Stories to tell in the dark. Absorb GIF. Yeah, is this it? Yeah, but okay. Well, I know the name now, so there's not a long GIF, is there? It's just bullshit, isn't it? Just mad bullshit. Okay. Well, I won't let you guys go too crazy. How long until the meatballs?
I put it in 4 or 5. I think it's pretty much done. I just need to go check and see if the beans aren't hard.
Oh, so you put beans in there?
Yeah, if the beans are hard, how much longer? For how long should I leave?
I didn't know you were making beans. I probably would have suggested around 10 minutes for the pressure.
Then I'll put them back in
for 5 more minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Because I was looking at videos and they all suggested for like 5 minutes. And I guess I thought that would be enough for the beans too, but I'll go put them in for another 5.
Wait, the video said 5 minutes for the beans?
No, for the meatballs to cook. So
I mean, they could be tender, but you know, you probably regardless want to put them on for 5 more.
Alright, I'll go do that.
Check the thickness. Check the thickness. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Check to peep it. Peep the thickness. Check the thickness. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Discord link. Do me a favor and go dump videos that you want me to watch into the Kyle Reacts channel, because I'm gonna be watching full-length videos on Twitch, and I guess just sourcing some clips from that when I have a reaction worthy of editing down into a smaller video for you guys. Believe in yourselves. True Silver, if you have to ask how long I want the video, then why don't give me a movie, dude? Just have it be a short video that, you know, I can hit you with. Am I saying I'm only asking for memes? No, I'm just saying make it so that it's reasonable. I'm not saying that, you know, if the topic isn't right, that I wouldn't be interested in watching like a 10-minute video or something, but you get where I'm coming from. I love you. Get a hold of me if you need me. Take it easy. Stay out of trouble. Have a great night. Why is Takamori saying oof? Because they just got here? That is so Taku typical. Special thanks to Sean. Appreciate you and hope you guys take care of business. Get into the Discord and tell me what you're trying to see me play, because I feel like I vaguely remember somebody asking me to play Star Wars, but I also know that they wanted me to play with them, and I'm waiting for you to send me that invitation. Because I think we became friends, but, you know, I guess I'm waiting for you to be free. Otherwise, I'm just playing a shitload of Fortnite. I want to play that Naruto game, but we need to get further in the anime first. Pretty gay, pretty gay, pretty gay, pretty gay, pretty gay, pretty gay. And I think John wanted more Call of Duty. So later tonight, I'm going to mix up one of these games and we'll just see where it goes. Wonder if I should start playing Persona for Dia, because it's such a lengthy anime game. Linda says, didn't you get that big game pack? Yes, I do have a number of PC games, if you'd like me to dust those motherfuckers off and see where they go. I guess they'd be relatively short, so that might be better.
They're actually they actually burst from how soft they are. All of them. Should I still put them in for like 5 more minutes?
If you feel like they're good and ready, then
I mean,
you don't really need to cook them. How about the meatballs?
I don't know. I'll go and know.
But did the whatever you were looking from say 5 was enough?
Yeah.
That's probably good. How about the rice?
All of them did. Well, the rice is done.
Do me a big favor, please. Yeah, dear. Thank you. Guys, love ya. Catch you soon. That's my PS4 making all kinds of noise in the background. I really wish I could show you something, but I'm not sure what, so we'll figure it out and go from there. What happened to that anime school girl Hitler game? I beat it. You don't remember? I beat the hell out of that game. And I was unnecessarily proud of it. But, you know, it wasn't an achievement. It wasn't anything. Sean says, I think being around someone 24/7, it's hard to appreciate them, but Kyle has such an eccentric mind, capable of so much. I fucking love this guy. I believe that he can really be of help if you open up to his ideology. It's true, guys. Get into the Discord. You'll receive notifications of when the stream goes live. Snapchat me, Twitter, I almost say Twitter me, but that's wrong. You wouldn't even need to tweet me. That's not how Twitter works. You can message somebody. I guess if you find things that are amusing, you can tag me in a tweet? No. You know what I'd really want more than anything? Get a list of the people that you like their tweets or like what they reblog and send them to me, because the people that I'm following on Twitter are fucking lame. And I'm almost following all of them exclusively to just roast them when they do something so stupid that it's like they effectively roast themselves, you know? So I'm like out here retweeting things that I think make people look foolish, that they don't realize make them look foolish until too late. It's good stuff. I feel like I'm interneting like it's 2005, dude. Feels good. Woo! You gotta live, you know, as best you can. Bradley knows what I'm talking about. You guys have a wonderful evening. Stay out of trouble. And keep clean.